the run. Revenge, revenge for Alderaan is the cry of the Rebel Alliance.
Page.
We're coming, our brave little band. On the right side of Death Star we did take our stand. We don't serve the Empire because we do think that if you work for it, you must be a fink. Revenge, revenge for Alderaan, for Alderaan, for Alderaan. Revenge, revenge for Alderaan. 'Tis the cry of the Rebel Alliance. We do not bug Wookiees, 'cause Wookiees bug back, and no one can live through a Wookiee attack. Oh, can you imagine a gorier scene than bugging a Wookiee until he turns green? Revenge, revenge for Alderaan, for Alderaan, for Alderaan. Revenge, revenge for Alderaan. 'Tis the cry of the Rebel Alliance. Darth Vader, the Sith Lord's the villain, of course, imposes his will through the use of the Force. Oh, can you imagine a grislier death than telling Darth Vader that he's got bad breath? Revenge, revenge for Alderaan, for Alderaan, for Alderaan. Revenge, revenge for Alderaan. 'Tis the cry of the Rebel Alliance. Oh, now old Ben Kenobi, the wise Jedi Knight, fought Vader, the Dark Lord, with sabers of light, with Vader in front and stormtroopers in back. The Force helped Ben pull off a vanishing act. Revenge, revenge for Alderaan, for Alderaan, for Alderaan. Revenge, revenge for Alderaan. 'Tis the cry of the Rebel Alliance.
Barry Kinnison's band. They've had a request for Ginger. Oh, cool. You shouldn't need the words, but if anybody else does.
I don't.
Kinnison's band. Pass the words.
My name is Kendall Kinson, and I lead the ranks with that. Although we're few in number, our abilities are grand. We play with stars and planets, catch comets in a net, and use the supernova to light a cigarette. All clear on green, UX, UX, all clear on green, UX, UX, all clear on green, UX, UX. Sounded loudly, clearly, recognize QX. I met with good old Russell and he took me by the hand and said, how's civilization and how does she stand? It's the most distressing galaxy that ever you have seen. Moscow is hanging everyone whose tentacles are green. All clear on green, QX, QX, all clear on green, QX, QX. All clear on green, UX, UX. Sound loudly, clearly, recognize UX. Then Dragon C got down to earth, our fearless mental scout. With X-ray eyes and ESP was peering all about. Behind the story, my spy alerting Wilden Klaus. Especially the dressing room down at the Burles house. All clear on green, UX, UX. All clear on green, UX, UX. All clear on green, UX, UX. Sounded loudly, clearly, recognize UX. Then frigid blood and poison breathing Major came to town and said we all should have a drink to wet our whistles down. He drank some his and my poor Regia, which she drank with him. But all we Earthmen cooled our beers by standing them on him. All clear on green, QX, QX. All clear on green, QX, QX. All clear on green, QX, QX. Sounded loudly, clearly, recognize QX. inventor of Aricia, our good old college dean, who personally ground his friends upon his deed machine, decided we must learn much more than civilization fall. To lecture us, he first went out and hired a cosmic call. Open and read, QX, QX, open and read, QX, QX, open and read, QX, QX. Sounded loudly, clearly, bragging against QX.
Before all else fails, Barry, do the York's marching song. Lest I run out of batteries, please.
Oh my
Who's
God.
the host? Your host was here.
You're asking for death, aren't you?
Will the host wave a hand? I think he isn't back yet.
That's all right.
Well, here, Lee, what do you want?
Hi there, she wants to know. I just want to know if I can use that glass.
Oh, sure, please.
Yeah.
Here.
We'll have a party. Pretty old toilet.
Where are you?
Well, we're in 174, but everybody's asleep there now.
Okay, well,
That's
Bob,
page
we're having
3.
ours tomorrow night,
Page 3 for those who are following.
and Monday in A374.
Oh, Soren had some dreams, they were mighty useful things, and he only wanted one to keep. But it still didn't make the one just to have a little fun. Soren's finger was inside his water cream. Soren had no friend to help him at the end, not even an orc or a slave. It was dirty for a Baggins that fixed his little wagon and laid poor Soren in his grave. He still started forth for his palace in the north, but his fate turned out to be an Indian giver. For the orcs fought up with him, and although he tried to swim, they shot him and the dream rolled down the river. Now Soren had no friend to help him at the end, not one of his followers flew. It was dirty Frodo Baggins that fixed his little wagon, 'cause it seemed like the famished thing to do. Colin met his ruin whilst he diving in on food, for he said he found his birthday present. He soon gave him steak and pork just to eat raw fish and pork. Though the flavor was unique, it wasn't pleasant. Soren had no friend to help him at the end, not even an orc or a slave. It was dirty Frodo Baggins that fixed his little wagon and laid poor Soren in his grave.
Soren went to war for the glory.
What happened to the key?
I'm sorry. Went to war for the glory of Mordor,
But his orcs didn't like the sun. It was marching in the heat, made them feel so very beat. So he made himself that lotion by the ton. Soren had no friends to help him at the end, not one of his followers crew. It was dirty Frodo Baggins that fixed his little wagon, 'cause it seemed like the famished thing to do. And his Gandalf on the gate when the night was very late, and he thought that he had been so very cunning. But when drums began to boom in the deeps of Khazad-dûm, Strider and the walker started running. Soren had no friend to help him at the end, not even an orc or a slave. It was dirty Frodo Baggins that fixed his little wagon and laid poor Soren in his grave. Treebird and his pals, when they couldn't find their gals, were content to sit around and just make shade. But the axes of the orcs caused those ends to blow their corks, and it helps keep stage in our brigade parade. Soren had no friend to help him at the end, not one of his own orcish crew. It was dirty Frodo Baggins that fixed his little wagon and laid poor Soren in his grave. What's the next one?
Frodo saw the ring.
He rather liked the thing, but it worried him every minute. At the end of his long mission, just to keep up the tradition, he lost it with his finger still within. So I had friend to help him at the end, not even an orc or a slave. It was dirty Frodo Baggins that fixed his little wagon and laid poor Soren in his grave. before at the Hall of Barad, and he didn't have a friend as I have mentioned. But his spirit lives today, just the same in every way, and he ought to show up at every damn convention. Sore little friend to help him in the end, not even with hardcore sleigh. It was dirty from the wagons that fixed his little wagon, and laid poor Sora in his grave.
Maybe she can sing one song.
The song's done, for they did not down the one, and you must admit that Mortar is a mess. But he had a plan, I fear, to exploit the Palantir, and the eyes seen each night on CBS. Oh well. Sora had a friend to help him at the end, not one of his foul orcish crew. It was dirty Frodo Baggins that fixed his little wagon, cause it seemed like a Spanish thing to do. Extra verses, please.
Ginger, they currently passed out. I would let it die at that.
I've got Nespa Hymnal, I've got the...
Wanna try Transporteers?
Micro, and I'm getting Hospa one of these
There?
days.
Oh, no, that's the
Haspa is immoral.
That's the
I strongly recommend against Hopscotch.
Nespa is coming out with a moral Hopspa, but Hopspa is not moral. They did not check with a single author before printing, and they got the words wrong.
And they thought that Mario Mira was
I've got the Micro.
Yes. Also, I noticed they got some of the words wrong from it too.
It's okay. I've really I've gotten writers' permissions for them to use their songs that I've changed words to scan
Yes, but that's not what we're talking about. Saying that a Paul Anderson poem is traditional is a little bit stupid. They also credited the now. Yes, they also credited the verse.
What?
I got one verse to little teeny eyes, and they ended up crediting the whole thing to Tom, Dick, and Harry. He didn't write my verse, and I did the automatic. He wrote Gliding.
Who's him with the wind? Lee? Is that your hymnal?
I was anyway, so I
Great.
didn't know.
What?
You're gonna ask the Charlie handed
That's mine. All the hymnals here are mine.
Okay.
Anyone walks off with them, I reworded them.
No, Charlie goes down.
Right.
Friar
Yeah,
John.
I'm just
Friar John.
mentioning this as a fact,
Friar John.
rather than as a
John
warning.
F is in.
Barry,
John.
do
Please,
Transporteers.
Barry,
Speaking
please
of
do
Paul
that.
Anderson songs.
Okay, I'm gonna do Friar John.
Oh,
Fire
Mississippi.
John?
Prior.
Hey, page 8.
I think I'd like to see the words for one. You know,
One of my favorites.
I'm surprised you got
Together in his yard, there is Helga. Ran took the matter hard, she swore she would. Watched the Norman Penny, how damn did she play? Second fiddle to a cow. Used to send his hot pence, he learned to pay his debts. The more he started to explain, the more she charged him with saying he would not hear, it was in vain. He swore she just like pets.
Young Adonis.
Was a handsome lad, I hear, but some hearts were missing from him, as I fear. Aphrodite swung her hips and rolled her eyes, but for once she couldn't even get a rise.
Here's the young Adonis who is dead and wrong to be.
He chased a pig, he shot and missed, so he got killed instead of kissed.
I wish that what slipped through his fist had only come to me. Once a centaur loved the Lapithian dame, so he thought he'd work to try to snatch the same. But the spirit didn't thank him for his past, for she said she knew he was a horse's ass. Here's to the Adonia, for her husband ran away. When he began to stay out late, she nagged, and so he left her straight. She wished she had the nag for me, to whom she once said nay. Give me one I can lead up to a sad song with.
Okay, do Orpheus song. Right after that one.
Okay.
Why do you want to lead up to, what sad song?
The one right after, Orpheus song.
Do Orpheus song, I think she's right. Yeah, well, here comes another one from the same source.
Just when I need to court it.
Okay, here you go.
What?
I was next door to
Hills
Baltimore
wrote,
in '80 at this place, so I was
wrote
over
tunes
for
to
a
4 songs.
This play all
And then
over.
he and Ted Johnston went out and sang them to John Myers, who was very pleased, except when he found out they had finished the song he'd left unfinished, and was a little startled at that. And he said, "Well, if you had to finish something that had been deliberately cut off at Horses Dash, it wasn't a bad ending. He just hadn't quite thought of anybody ever finishing."
I remember gaudy days when the year was springing. Hammers, Gilgamesh, and I, clinking cups and singing, till an Amy sauntered by, skimpy garment clinging to her hips and things like that. Arnold's left us swinging. So we welcomed Enkidu, twin into Eric. He was rough as hickory bark, nothing of a cleric, but his taste in wine that was esoteric. And he used a drinking cup that would strain a derrick. Kumbaladin felt our strength in the magic cedars, and we battled Arnold's wool, pride of heaven's breeders. Thrice we struck and once it fell, drawing wolves for feeders, while we strode where drinking men called for expert leaders. Hammers must have joined us there, but he just looked wedded, and in the blast the wench hacked him as they betted. Damn such honeymoons as that, just the sort I've dreaded. For a drinking man is spoiled once he is beheaded. So we waked him with the will, ale and teardrops pooling, and we drank to him for months while the year was cooling. But he came back with the grass, death was only fooling. Thomas told us, fill my cups, I'm both dry and drooling. I have known both joy and grief, neat or mixed together. Cold and heat I've known and found, both good drinking weather. Light and darkness I have known, seldom doubting whether Thomas would return again once he'd slipped his tether. I remember gaudy days when the year was springing. Thomas, Gilgamesh, and I, clinking cups and singing, till Anini sauntered by, skimpy garment clinging to her hips and things like that. Thomas left us swinging.
Thank you, Barry.
Beautiful.
Okay. Mary O'Mara?
If I may for a moment.
Only for a moment.
Okay, Lee, where does one pick one of these up?
Well, I made 2.
The incomplete. Oh, there's only 2.
If you will look at the front, you will notice it is 1 or 2 of an edition of 2.
Karen, hello.
You pick one of them up by either giving me $1 million, because I'm not going to let one of the originals part, or giving me enough money to bribe me to go through and have the Xeroxing and binding done all over again.
Don't worry
It was
about
a
it.
special Christmas present to my best friend.
Oh, Mary O'Mara, the stars and the dewfall have covered your hilltop with light. The wind in the lilies that blossom around you goes bearing your name to the height. My girl, you are all of the night. A ship out of shadow bears homeward by starlight, by stars in the loom of your hill. A hand on a brow is uplifted in peering, saluting and shaken with chill. My dear, are you waiting there still? Sing me a song about Mary O'Mara, with stars like a crown in her hair. Sing of her memory ranging before me, whatever the ways that I bear. My joy is to know she is there. So softly you hear it now, Mary O'Mara, but soon it comes joyful and clear, and soon as the shadow and dew of your hilltop, a star-guided footfall rings near. My only beloved, I'm here. Sleep well once again if you woke in your darkness. Sleep knowing you are my delight. As long as the stars wheel the years down the heavens, as long as the lilies bloom white, my darling, I kiss you good night. Do you like one of the other tunes better, Paul? Excuse me.
Well, there happens to be an original tune that was written to
Oh, there is?
a Swedish
I hadn't
song.
known that.
What I want to know is the original tune
I'd like
for
to
the
learn
one in
that.
Queen of Air and Darkness.
Oh.
Oh, there isn't a...
Wow.
Famously published
Wow,
version.
there ought to
I went back to the
be.
source.
Somebody composed one, rather good one once, but...
Yes. Your name?
Greg.
Greg. Never met
The
you
original
before.
tune.
I doubt it. East Coast.
Emma
This is my
Miranda.
first time out
Oh,
beyond
good. We've not
Chicago.
met before.
Welcome to
Good. That's not going
civilization.
right. Greg.
No,
Oh, you're
I've never been told that.
Well, you've been told it now and it's true.
What's the matter?
I don't know what you ever did with the chorus, by the way.
I dropped
You dropped it, yeah.
Yeah.
You could- Okay.
Do that, and then I
Mary O'Mara, the stars and the dewfall have covered your hilltop with light. My range is going. The wind in the lilies that blossom around you goes bearing your name from the height. My girl, you are all of the night. And then it's the same thing, way through.
Well, go on and sing
Oh,
it.
go
Go
on.
on and sing, Bubbles.
A ship out of shadow bears homeward by starlight, by stars and the loom of your hill. A hand at a brow is uplifted in peering, saluting and shaken with chill. My dear, are you waiting there still? I'll sing me a song about Mary O'Mara with stars like a crown in her hair. Sing of her memory ranging before me, whatever the ways that I fare. I'm really losing it tonight, I'm sorry. My joy is to know she is there. So softly you hear it now, Mary O'Mara, but soon it comes loudly and clear. And soon in the shadow and dew of your hilltop, a star-guided footfall rings near. My only beloved, I'm here. Sleep soft once again if you woke in your darkness, sleep knowing you are my delight. As long as the stars wheel the years down the heavens, as long as the lilies bloom white, My darling, I kiss you good night. Mary O'Mara, the stars and the dewfall have covered your hilltop with light. The wind in the lilies that blossom around you goes bearing your name from the height. My girl, you are all of the night.
I like that.
Go.
We pray for one last landing on the globe that gave us birth. Let us feast our eyes on fleecy skies and the cool green hills of earth.
You want to give him Bruce's version of that now, Barry?
That is the way I feel. That the
Okay.
way Heinlein
Who took
describes
my
it.
book that I had here?
That is the emotions I
I've
got,
it. You can get it
and
back.
I came up with that tune about
Great.
an hour
I
after I
believe
read
it's
it.
We Rest Our
It
Eyes
sounds like
rather than Feasting Our
It
Eyes
sounds
in
like
the original,
the way
though.
it was printed, like, you know, the sort of tune I would be reading it to anyone.
Barry?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
Can we hear
that's the one that
That's
did
mine. That's all I have because I don't have the rest of the verses
Somebody hand me
together.
a folk song manual again.
Right.
Here's a twins house.
Anyone,
Most of them are the
No,
same.
folk song manual.
That would be number 4. Yeah, I got it open to Green Hills of Earth,
Thank you.
as long as we're doing Green Hills of Earth. Right now.
I want my manual back. I can't sing, but I do love to sing along.
The arching sky is calling spacemen back to their trade. All hands stand by, free falling, and the lights below us fade. Out ride the sons of terror, far drives the thundering jet. Up leaps the race of earthmen, out far and onward yet. We pray for one last landing on the globe that gave us birth. Let us rest our eyes on fleecy skies and the cool green hills of earth. We rot in the molds of Venus, we retch at her tainted breath. Foul our flooded jungles, crawling with unclean death. We've tried each spinning space mode and reckoned its true worth. Take us back again to the homes of men and the cool green hills of earth.
Do some of the Digby.
Okay.
Little teeny eyes.
Little teeny eyes.
Good.
And give me the book to go along with, please. Do you know it enough that
May I borrow this book?
I'm gonna have to look on with you. I had no idea what.
However, there is one verse not in the book.
If you'll turn around, we can all share it, whereas if
Much
you sit there, it
traditional
doesn't work as
tunes
well.
with the words put in.
well, I'm telling you that.
I have been
You have to
singing
put up
since
with
I
me.
was about 9.
So wow, that's so
I sing
funny.
quietly and,
Oh, we've got a new computer, but it's quite a disappointment, cause it always gives the same insane advice. Oh, you need little teeny eyes for reading, little teeny print, like you need little teeny hands for milking mice. So we reread the instruction book that came with the computer, but it kept on printing crazy stuff that reads like you need little teeny eyes for reading, little teeny print, like you need little teeny shoes for centipedes. So we got an expert genius and he rewrote all the programs, but we always got results that looked like these. Oh, you need little teeny eyes for reading, little teeny print, like you need little teeny license plates for bees. Then we tested each resistor, every diode and transistor, but our electronic brain just raves and rants. Oh, you need little teeny eyes for reading, little teeny print, like you need little branding irons for branding hands. So we called up the CE to see if he could fix our trouble, but alas it seemed he could not grant our wish. For you need little teeny eyes for reading, little teeny print, like you need little teeny hooks for microfish.
Oh, good.
Now we're looking for a buyer for a crazy mad computer that will only give our crazy mad advice. Like you need little teeny eyes, reading little teeny print like you need little teeny and for milk in my eyes.
God, I heard that. It explains so many references I've heard and didn't understand.
Oh, doesn't.
This is the sort of
Greg or
Greg.
Greg, with a G.
Greg.
Actually, I don't know why.
Oh, very nice.
Room for my office sitting there, and they looked at me and they almost threw me a straight jacket.
No,
We
I have
found it
never
goes over
heard
fine at
that sort
programmer
of
parties.
Yes.
Barry, when this thing clinks, let me know to turn it over.
Oh, okay.
There is a couple of young cousins.
I have 2 of them.
It goes over in the casino shop. Started out when they were 6 and 8, now they're.
Let's do What's This song.
Okay, who is it song? That would be pay, if you will turn in your hymnals to,
Page what?
whatever it is, hang on a second. Where did What's This song go?
You would know it better than any of us, Lee.
Ah, yes, page 6. Except for the Nesfa hymnal.
Oh, my.
No, it's up here.
Oh, I was.
In which case,
Oh,
which
yeah, the
doesn't
silver
have.
lock song.
East of Agamemnon was the city he had sacked. West of him his heart went home to Greece. Good and ill were each a mask which never can be cracked. He raced from what he thought was war to what he thought was peace. He was cuckolded by his cousin and he'd find his death blow. But he made them burn the Thor pins and still he called.
Start it over.
Why don't you start at the chorus?
Still he called them slow. He made them brace and bend their backs and row. Ho, ho. East of Inksel, one eye were his kin without their lives. Westward was the chance to swear the loss. Men may win and men may lose, but only Weird survives. He aimed his fleet for Ariel and flitted it across. He would conquer mighty Conair, but that he could not know. He only knew that he must strike and he must not be slow. He made them race and bend their backs and row. Ho, ho. East of Orb and Cortland all the world lay traced and known. West of him his land lay off the maps. Luck or loss, the dice can't speak till after they are thrown. He stowed his gear and stepped aboard in their Genunga Gap. He would come back to Communipaw, but that just happened so. He meant to mystery and did not travel slow. He made them brace and bend their backs and row. Oh, oh, oh.
Now, one of the things
I think I'm going to ask everybody to sing a little quieter because if I have to sing this loud, I will use up my voice.
Yeah, one of the things
Fast.
that I did not know
Sorry,
until
I
until
used
only
the
about
voice
the
to
last
sing,
year was
I
the
mean,
reason that Eagle
singer.
when I was kid worked all my life was he had
I
slammed
used to
them.
rowdy sing it. Have you ever been to the Foxton in Santa Monica?
That's
I have been on
loud.
this coast for exactly 10 days.
You've
I won't-
never been to the Fox Inn.
I won't go to the Fox Inn without earplugs.
Barry, Barry, May, did you know I used to work at the Fox Inn
Yes,
after
dear,
you
but we
guys?
always considered you a masochist at that time.
I'm sure you did. You must
Huh?
ask Lee and Barry about the Fox Inn, but I did waitress there for a good 10 months.
It's one of
I am
the only
from the
reason
East
it has
Coast.
not
I've been
yet
out here
had
for
this
exactly
blunt
10
speech
days
of the
looking at
inhabitants
the north.
confused
You've
is
not
that
met
it's
the
not on
Fox
the
Inn.
second floor.
My timing, the timing is excellent. They have a summer research
They
program
put
out
an
there.
incredible
They said,
number of
"We need
people in
someone
there.
who
It
can
gets
be
somewhat more
going
crowded than the
I
average
said,
room party.
Love it,
Yeah.
and the next
And
day
they
I
all sing
registered
at the
for
top of their
Westercon.
voices, mostly
Well, the
body
Fox
songs.
Inn
Matter of fact, almost
opens at
entirely
8
body
o'clock
songs.
at night.
Oh,
The proprietor of the place knows more body songs than any place I've anybody I've ever heard.
You get to
Look at
smell.
her.
He
look
plays
at her
piano.
phone. Not terribly good.
And he's been known to drink an entire glass of beer while pausing between verses. Very short pauses.
That's not
I
nice.
feel like it.
That's not nice.
Very,
Considering
but
the
really,
quality of the
What next?
entertainment.
can I persuade you to
True
transfer tears
is
if you don't
worth
want
it.
to?
Okay.
Unless you think it'll make the whole blush too much.
Go ahead.
I need a copy of
Do
the
it,
updated
What are we
version.
doing? What are we doing, Barry?
Transfer tears.
Oh, transporters.
Yeah, okay.
Where are we?
It isn't.
It isn't.
It is?
Yes.
It is?
Gather
Yes, it
around
is.
very, okay, it is, but the verses aren't in the same order
Transporters.
in that,
Do you think it'd be in the micro? I doubt it.
no way.
Thank you.
Sorry. At least half the verses aren't because we wrote them and they haven't been stolen yet.
Give him time.
Well, Pierre's a steal of a steal anyway, so.
Yeah.
What the old famous song Jonah was a transporteer, he was. Oh, Jonah was a transporteer, he was. Please, the storm at sea was getting mean, so he invented the submarine. Bravo, bravo, hurrah, the transporteers. King Solomon was a transporteer, he was. King Solomon was a transporteer, he was. He put his wood over higher, 'cause the wheel's no good without a tire. Bravo, bravo, hurrah, the transporteers. Ulysses was a transporteer, he was. Ulysses was a transporteer, he was. He stopped Calypso's Alphaviews and didn't proceed for 10 more years. Bravo, bravo, hurrah, the transporteers. Columbus was a transporteer, he was. Columbus was a transporteer, he was. They put the royal crown in pawn to shut him up and move him on. Bravo, bravo, hurrah for the transporteers. George Washington was a transporteer, he was. George Washington was a transporteer, he was. He paddled across the Delaware to find the pocket shop with there. Bravo, bravo, hurrah, the transporteers. Nat Haggart was a transporteer, he was. Nat Haggart was a transporteer, he was. He knew the worth of a rolling wheel, so he spanned the land with a band of steel. Bravo, bravo, hurrah for the transporteers. Chuck Lindbergh was a transporteer, he was. Chuck Lindbergh was a transporteer, he was. His lonesome song was in the news, the spirit of the St. Louis blues. Bravo, bravo, hurrah for the transporteers. Old Einstein was a transporteer, he was. Old Einstein was a transporteer, he was. His racing car used too much gas, he saved the time but it raised the mass. Bravo, bravo, hurrah for the transporteers. Old Harriman was a transporteer, he was. Old Harriman was a transporteer, he was. He set his heart on a light in the sky and found an appropriate place to die. Bravo, bravo, hurrah, transporteers. Old Larry Gaines was a transporteer, he was. Old Larry Gaines was a transporteer, he was. When the chips were down, he begged his soul to guarantee that the roads would roll. Bravo, bravo, hurrah for the transporteers. Oh, Nick Van Ryn was a transporteer, he was. Oh, Nick Van Ryn was a transporteer, he was. He steamed and fought with a lion's share of everything the traffic would bear. Bravo, bravo, hurrah for the transporteers. Han Solo was a transporteer, he was. Han Solo was a transporteer, he was. He claimed he only fought for pay, but at the time he saved the day. Bravo, bravo, hurrah for the transporteers.
It's astonishing.
Oh, I thought
You just write it for a
That
book.
was
It's
a
story.
Yeah.
No,
There's also Orville with Wilbur
I know from
Oh, okay.
And I've got an Arendelle verse also, but it's not quite well enough.
heard about this thing, stuff that's in the
Together.
Mary, would you pass me one of those to
ago I did
Well, I
it.
think he is probably, I can always make new ones, and I think he is probably entitled to a copy of.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
What people
yeah.
done to his song,
Think about
yes.
You're one of the
that.
center members of the group here.
I wanted to give an
Oh, yeah.
But what stopped you?
Keep it.
money,
Thank you very much.
money and time.
You got money problems. I'm a research graduate. I
You was fighting on the family?
I'm running
No?
on like a left.
That's not exactly.
Luckily, I'm running on.
I thought I was, but I ain't
Any
anymore.
calls for songs, or shall we go on picking our own?
How about a quarter
Yes,
million sunsets
Lee.
worth of lonely?
I'm
Yes.
okay, so
What is the old band song?
To Mr. Johnstone, Mr. Pels, if you don't mind the quality of the singing, I'll do one if you'll do the other.
Lee,
it's in the book.
I know,
Barry.
that is in the book with piano stuff.
You gonna
Because
do
he
it?
worked the chords out with
Would you
an
do it?
organ he had that had chords, but
Yeah.
it cannot be done on guitar very well.
Lee, I've got a question.
I'm not that good, but I'll do one if you'll do
You
the
have a
other.
copy in front of you? Yeah, you got a copy in front of
I
you.
have a copy in front of me.
I know. So the thing is, the last verse, I have got.
You do realize that that is totally historical.
I know the story, but no, the last verse I do from On the Beach. The last verse I do it the way it was done on the beach,
Well, okay.
which is
Oh,
very.
well, how else may
I'll
it
find
be?
it.
Fine,
Find it
I see.
by flipping
As long
through
as
here.
it's quiet as well.
Oh,
Actually,
it'll be quiet.
okay,
It will
Barry,
be eerie.
I see.
Oh, here it is, 138.
What are we doing?
Mr. Johnstone, Mr.
Mr.
Pels at the
Johnstone,
moment.
Mr. Pels, and the lady who is tone deaf is going to do it with him.
Oh, well.
Me? Oh, wow, I got 37 and, oh, here we go.
It's there.
Now, what should we do with
On
Hotel Nights?
138, now what will we do with the hotel
It's down at
manager?
the bottom of We Shall All Be Clear, or should be. Unless it got collated different in different books.
So I'll be clear, it's 129.
Okay, in that case, it got collated different in different books.
Got collated different in this one.
Sorry about that.
This one is not the same either.
Wait a minute.
There, here, I found it in this one at least.
Okay.
Okay.
Pass me
Great.
the other one and I'll find it in the other one.
Well, it's all the way at the back, yes? No.
Yeah.
We definitely have
All the
something.
way
Oh, we're
around.
starting here?
Mhm.
Who am I doing?
Can I get over here? Whichever one you prefer.
Yeah, but this is a
Would you like to do the proposal versus the reaction?
Well, you start.
Okay, then I'm doing Pels.
Okay.
Oh, Mr. Johnstone, oh, Mr. Johnstone, have you read the latest bit in Campbell's zine? ASF is making sport of the stupid patent court because they ignored an anti-grav machine.
Oh, Mr. Pels, oh, Mr. Pels, now you see the reason anti-glove sells. It tells those engineering nuts that the government is nuts.
And they like that, Mr. Johnstone?
Oh, they adore it, Mr. Pels.
Dear. Oh, Mr. Johnstone, oh, Mr. Johnstone, they all say that Steph is giving up the ghost. Why don't you take one of the other parts that requires a
What did I
on
try
key?
the Johnston?
No, I want somebody who can sing on key.
I think I got
You
key.
do it with the voice in your ear.
Barry, Barry, I can at
Can you
least
try-
talk it
Try
on
me,
key.
okay, let's start all
Continue,
over
and I'll
again.
try
Keep
with
going,
voice
and
in
he'll
your
go
ear.
This
with
really
me.
is a two,
He'll
yeah, this
go
is
me,
a
he'll
two-voice.
go, Barry, he'll go me with the voice in the ear.
Yeah,
So
but it's
let's start
only,
all over.
only one Johnstone at a time.
One Johnstone, one Pels, please.
You do, we'll do two Pels, you do one Johnstone.
No.
She wants to
No,
sing
you
it,
do
I'll
one
get.
Pels, we'll do two
It's a
Johnstones.
prompter.
Well, he was a Gemini, I
Oh,
suppose.
Mr.
it's
Johnstone,
possible.
oh, Mr. Johnstone, they all say that Steph is giving up the ghost. Can you guess or do you know what could hurt the field so while we're blooming forth in Playboy and the Post? Oh,
Mr. Pels, why Mr. Pels? All this milking, all this modern milk and water has the smell. And we won't stop going under till we find our sense of wonder.
Do you mean that, Mr. Johnstone?
Oh, of course not, Mr. Pels.
There's a verse missing.
Can I try?
We'll let Lee do it. I can let you
Barry,
do it.
as long as
Oh, Mr.
everybody else has their...
Johnstone, oh, Mr. Johnstone, I hear tell the feud is once again in play. Can you guess, since we've both been there before, shall we bother keeping score? Is it worth the time to hear the things they say?
Oh, Mr. Pels, oh, Mr. Pels, you are well aware we watched this feud ourselves, and it took a bit of skill getting out before the kill.
You're a bastard, Mr. Johnstone.
You're another Mr. Pels.
It's interesting to hear them sing.
I never said I could sing.
No,
That's the problem.
enjoy
If somebody's
saying
off
the
key,
lyrics.
I will more likely follow them than kick to myself. That's the one problem I have.
that's the Barry, you've got
$250,000
bombs.
Okay.
I
Okay.
quarter million.
Quarter million sunset.
Barry, if you do the bouncing potatoes, I want you to finish with what you do with the hotel manager, though.
Okay.
After.
Because it's all the same convention, and it's almost the same song in some ways.
Okay, let's
Different
put a
too.
million.
Gotta wait.
Sunset.
I need the chords in front of me.
Sometimes
Hey,
I'm
coming
very
back.
happy I didn't get to see the Westercon
No,
in
he needs-
67.
He needs chords. He needs
If
chords.
he needs chords, I need music somewhere. You finished your chords and I finished mine. No.
Well, then go watch it in there. Then go up to
There's
the
something.
room and get some more. Go to the party and get some more.
I'm a stranger and alone, an orphan out of time, wandering in a world I know was never meant for me. And I'm a quarter million sunsets worth of lonely. To tomorrow I belong. For 700 years, farther from today than when Columbus sailed the sea. And I'm a quarter million sunsets worth of lonely. I had meant to spend a while exploring yesterday. Then I found my ship of time was stranded on your shore. And I'm a quarter million sunsets worth of lonely. I'm reminded of some lines by a poet yet unborn,
I'll be working 2 different committees already.
written in a language that will someday come to be. And I'm a quarter million sunsets worth of lonely.
I don't think I was going to like this.
Thank you, Barry. That was beautiful.
I have a ways to go before I get to be as good as Tim.
Okay.
Barry,
You wanna try bouncing potatoes and I'll make another
You will never
run?
be the same as, but you will be equal to.
Someday, maybe.
You want to try bouncing
Yeah,
potatoes and I'll
Barry.
make
Voice
I'll
will
make
be
Barry.
a
truer if
party
your
run.
Barry.
meaning isn't as good.
No disrespect to the men who have passed on, but he wasn't that great as a singer.
His voice is, it depends. There are two components to singing. He could put over the meaning of a song better than anyone I've ever heard.
He could
The
put
tune, not quite as well, but the
He
meaning.
could put across the meaning to anything he damn well wanted to, and I know that better than anybody else from
Barry, if you start
1961.
bouncing potatoes, everyone will
61.
61. I
That's
met Dave McDaniels in 1961 at San Diego State College. He introduced me to Bruce Pells, B. Joe Trimble, and Ronnie Lake in one day.
Wow.
And a Peugeot, a Pugget. In one day,
My God.
I flunked out that semester.
That's not the way you do it. You get through.
I got
Then
through
you're-
it. I
Barry
got through
claims
it
the only
later.
reason he didn't flunk out of Caltech was he couldn't find the second and third volume of Lord of the Rings until after finals.
David and I.
He was
David,
reading. He was reading
Lee?
the.
Lee,
In my freshman
Pirated
term,
edition, man.
first year of the
No,
freshman term.
hardback.
Lee,
Oh, the English.
Lee, Dave came to me one day and said, I have these fantastic pictures on my bulletin board, but they're pasted, they're not taped. Oh, you have to come up to the second floor of the men's dorm. At Zapotec, at the men's dorm. So I looked around, I went with him and I looked around very furtively. We hit the elevator, we went up to his room, we look at his pictures, which are beautiful. And there's a rap on the door, and Dave says, Who is it? It's the RA, which happened to be the RA was my roommate's boyfriend.
Oh, how marvelous.
So I slipped into the closet, right?
Right.
So he walks in, opens up the closet, and says, "Hi, Ginger, how are you?"
Oh, my.
Dave got kicked out,
Oh, dear.
Oh.
and I just put on social probation.
And he told me about that sort of, and I told him that the same thing had happened to Ezra Pound,
Yes.
which it had.
Okay,
He was
let's
kicked out of the
find
college
bouncing
for
potatoes in
finding
here.
a girl
Why do you need to find it?
sitting
I
there
thought that was
starving in the rain.
everyone had to
Something
memorize. I
she was
memorized
saying
it
that night.
before I went to my first
I
college.
have to go to the loo.
Bouncing potatoes is
Maybe I have to go to the
page
loo.
We'll be
81.
back for the final verse, please.
May I see them?
I'll be
Oh,
back.
certainly.
Once a jolly true fan went to join a Westercon. He had a junior as a silly and he said when he saw what the waitress put before him there, "You'll come a bouncing potatoes with me. Bouncing potatoes, bouncing potatoes, you'll come a bouncing potatoes with me." And he said when he saw what the waitress put before him there, "You'll come a bouncing potatoes with me."
And he started it up again.
What said the fan? Pardon me.
This is Greg.
What said the
Is this a
fan?
musket ball?
Is this a musket ball that was fired at Lexington? No, said the waitress, that is a pea. But said the fan, that is here within my coffee cup. You'll come a bouncing potatoes with me. Bouncing potatoes, bouncing potatoes, you'll come a bouncing potatoes with me. But said the fan, that is here within my coffee cup. You'll come a bouncing potatoes with me. What said the fan is this gray, green, greasy limpopo, all set about with a strange fever tree. That said the waitress is roast beef and a salad too. You'll come a bouncing potatoes with me. Bouncing potatoes, bouncing potatoes, you'll come a bouncing potatoes with me. That said the waitress is roast beef and a salad too. You'll come a bouncing potatoes with me. Is this a hippie type that I see before me here? It is as hairy as it can be. No, said the waitress, that is your ice cream dessert. You'll come a bouncing potatoes with me. Bouncing potatoes, bouncing potatoes, you'll come a bouncing potatoes with me. No, said the waitress, that is your ice cream dessert. You'll come a bouncing potatoes with me. Up chucked the true fan, leapt into the swimming pool. "You'll never take me alive," cried he. But his ghost can be heard by the call girls at that swimming pool. You'll come a bouncing potatoes with me. Bouncing potatoes, bouncing potatoes, you'll come a bouncing potatoes with me. And his ghost can be heard by the chorus at that swimming pool. You'll come bouncing potatoes with me.
Harry, hotel manager.
I'm definitely used to a lower
Did the
key.
Harry on the ice cream
Oh.
refer to the coconut,
Where's the
shredded
move?
coconut?
You
or
got
something?
one thing.
I know.
It was ice crystals.
Anyway. Oh,
Ah,
that's English?
Oh, the stuff that's
Sounds
scooped
Irish.
out, put into its little bowl.
I never said I was English, did I?
You
What
said
happened
British.
to me?
You're right.
What happened to me drink?
Oh, you took it with you.
No, I didn't.
Then it's the other side of the Coke can.
There it is, the other side of the Coke can.
It's Irish though, yes.
Being a Dublin lady myself, what can I say?
Well, no. Don't. That was the last of mine.
137.
I have to go up and get more now.
We only
But
got
anyway.
two
Trying to
copies
get
of
more.
this.
Yes.
However,
You
I
wish
love you
was.
to the ends of me life.
What shall we do with the hotel?
Excuse me.
After listening
What
to
should-
Anne at
No, No, it's all pecan.
What shall we do with the hotel manager? What shall we do with the hotel manager? What shall we do with the hotel manager? Early in the morning, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Paint them all over with bright blue cork glue, paint them all over with bright blue cork glue, paint them all over with bright blue cork glue early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Make him eat his baked potatoes, make him eat his baked potatoes, make him eat his baked potatoes early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Charge him $3 for his Yankee pot roast, charge him $10 for his Yankee pot roast, charge him $10 for his Yankee pot roast early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Send him out to police the golf course, send him out to police the golf course, send him out to police the golf course early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Put him in a room with Harlan Ellison, put him in a room with Harlan Ellison, put him in a room with Harlan Ellison early in the morning. Make him join the entry act, make him join the entry act, make him join the entry act early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Write him onto an uncle novel, write him into an uncle novel, write him into an uncle novel early in the morning. Make him out drink Gordy Dixon, make him out drink Gordy Dixon, make him out drink Gordy Dixon early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Make him drink his own burnt coffee, make him drink his own burnt coffee, make him drink his own burnt coffee early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Make him wait for the waitress service, make him wait for the waitress service, make him wait for the waitress service early in the morning. Make him guard the art show room, make him guard the art show room, make him guard the art show room early in the morning. Put him on a con committee, put him on a con committee, put him on a con committee early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Throw him in the pool with a chainmail on him, throw him in the pool with a chainmail on him, throw him in the pool with a chainmail on him early in the morning. Auction him off at the lossless meeting, auction him off at the lossless meeting, auction him off at the lossless meeting early in the morning.
$5 to trash.
Top him up for Appa L, top him up for Appa L, top him up for Appa L early in the morning. Wrap him up in a harness portrait, wrap him up in a harness portrait, wrap him up in a harness portrait early in the morning. We should use defenestration, we should use defenestration, we should use defenestration early in the morning. Hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises, hooray, and up she rises early in the morning. Here's an old one. Make him ally with Cartier, make him ally with Cartier, make him ally with Cartier early in the morning.
Steve Cartier in a diplomacy game once double-crossed all 6 other players in one move.
Wow, that was pretty esoteric.
Yes.
My police were suspended for the next move.
Send him up in an unmanned spaceport, send him up in an unmanned spaceport, send him up in an unmanned spaceport early in the morning. Deal with him summarily, deal with him summarily, deal with him summarily early in the morning. Give him a pound of antimatter, give him a pound of antimatter, give him a pound of antimatter early in the morning.
We have a new one from this con.
Make him sit on a lighted torch, make him sit on a lighted torch, make him sit on a lighted torch early in the morning. Rent all his rooms to drunken sailors. Rent all his rooms to drunken sailors. Rent all his rooms to drunken sailors early in the morning. Boo-ray, and up she rises. Boo-ray, and up she rises. Boo-ray, and up she rises early in the morning.
Barry?
I think I still have some in mind.
Boo-ray is a fairly simple trick-taking game that was quite popular in Las Vegas at that time.
Yes. What would you do? Yes. I'm going up for at least 2 chords.
You're going up for a beer, Greg.
2 chord if I can find it. Okay.
Course is fine.
Anything else?
Now after that, it'll be a miracle if I have any range left.
Okay, 1 2 chord, 3 chords.
Make it 2 boards. One more 2 board if you can find it.
Trying to
I have a
finish
feeling they're going to look at me when I'm carrying out about 6 beers.
Smile.
How come they say bell?
Yeah, smile a lot.
Okay.
At this point,
I'll go with.
we gotta
Smile a while and take them tenderly.
Go with. If I run out of tape, Barry.
What?
If I run out of tape, here's another. I'm going to go with Greg.
What'll we do?
That's not bad.
Drinks in the bathtub. What'll we do? Skip to the bathtub, shower, sleep. Loo, skip to my loo.
Sorry about that, but we got-
Skip to the loo.
Okay.
It's okay. Once in a while, skip it. Yeah, but
I'll
work it out.
That's not bad.
They don't need to sober up, and then I won't be able to write it.
Paula, I think using Lou in the British sense, that song is
Skip to my loop.
Drinks in the bathtub, what'll we do? Drinks in the bathtub, what'll we do? Drinks in the bathtub, what'll we do? Skip to the loo, my darling.
Where else?
Ice in the bathtub, what'll we do? Hey, I'll work some more, yeah, fine.
Administration, Mary, what page is it?
I don't know. Tell you
Ice in the shower stall, what'll we do? Ice in the shower stall, what'll we do? Ice in the shower stall, what'll we do? Skip to the loo, my darling. Skip from the loo, my darling. Skip from the loo, right?
The only time you skip from the loo is when they start saying ice in the toilet.
What'll we do? Beer in the flush tank, what'll we do? Skip from the loo, my darling.
Oh, I was already thinking that that was.
Demonstrations on page 25.
Hey, at some point, could I ask somebody to play the one with her head tucked underneath her arm?
Oh, I love it. I love
We need
it.
somebody
I
to
love
record.
it too, and I have been trying to find the lyrics, but all of a sudden here it is, and if I could get the tune all the way down, I'd be
I
happy.
don't think
okay.
Barry knows the tune.
I know the tune, I can't chord it.
Well, I
I think I know the tune.
I don't know.
I know part of it. Drinking maybe.
If something has you down, makes you worry, fret, and frown, and causes lots of pain and irritation, you'll be rid of it right quick if you know this simple trick. Just use defenestration. If a friend's electric shaver ruins your radio's behavior, with static so you cannot hear the station, just tell him that it's all. Pull the plug out of the wall and use defenestration. Oh, pardon me, that was,
Yeah, you skipped.
tell him that your beard, he will have to grow a beard and use defenestration. If the TV watching crowd keeps the volume way up loud and blaring without pause or hesitation, just tell them that is all. Pull the plug out of the wall and use defenestration.